What's up, everybody? Welcome to Marriage Unmastered. It's me, your host, Hen, and my beautiful co host, Shireal.
Hey, what's going on?
We are so excited, y'all. It's season three,
Season three,
episode two.
episode two.
Oh, yeah, we back in the building. So tell me about today's topic, Shireal. I want to hear
Wow, you
from
jumping
you.
right in.
Right
That's how
in?
you know when it's juicy. When Henry wants to not politic in the beginning and just jump right in, that's how you know it's something good.
Yeah, I don't need the politics today.
Okay, so amongst women, it's it's kind of funny. You even see the memes on Instagram, like when the man is like excited and ready for intimacy, and women be like, "I'm tired," or like, "Did you clean the house and help me out today?" Really pretty much insinuating like sex is in their relationship becoming more of a transaction or a chore.
Mm.
So, the topic for today is sex becoming a chore in your marriage?
Oof, I need to get some paper towels. Sun's getting hot already. Is it a chore? So let's explore that.
Let's explore it. And you know me, I'm almost a little bit too transparent sometimes, but I will admit there have been times in our 8 years of marriage where sex felt like an obligation.
Mm, wow.
I
I didn't say nothing but wow.
and I'm
So
just being honest.
no, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's what the podcast is all about, being honest and transparent because things that we discuss, you all can discuss in your marriage and your personal time also.
Hmm.
It just so happens that you watching us do it openly for the world to see.
Okay.
But it's all good. Um, so that's interesting. So what made it become a chore and not, I mean, become a chore and not something fun and exciting? Was excitement taken out of it? Did it become boring? Did it become a routine? Um,
It's and I can only speak for myself. So I know for a fact we both work.
mhm.
So sometimes our work days can be long. And then when you add in the children and their activities, I mean, there are days when we're up at, 6 o'clock in the morning and it's like right off to the races. We're getting the kids ready for school, we're getting them out the door, then we're working for 8, 9, 10 hours. Then we come home, gotta cook dinner, gotta like do homework, gotta do bedtime, and then here we are at the end of the night, and someone wants to have sex,
I'm trying to roll over and I'm
and I'm like,
what's up? I'm trying to wake you up.
and you don't want to say no because as a wife, you almost feel like it's your duty. Like, I mean, I could tell you so many things that have gone through my head, like feeling awful if I'm saying no,
Mm.
I want to keep him home, because you could be looking for it somewhere else. I don't want you looking for it somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you having blue balls, or or just not wanting to say no because I feel obligated as your wife to help you out when you know. But that doesn't necessarily feel great to me either.
Mm.
It's like that's when Henry and I have a joke, and when we see it on TV, it is like hilarious when he'd be like the side booty.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
Like we was watching, I can't remember what was it, The Best Man chapters.
there's many things we've watched and it has come up with the
Yeah,
side booty.
and it'll have like marriage couples and they'll talk about like their sex life and be like, man, you don't want no side booty, like
But
you
here
know.
it is, as a woman, the side booty is like, look, I'm trying to fulfill my obligation. You know what I mean? And I know this way is one, comfortable for me. Two, it's gonna be over fast.
Wow.
It's almost like for some reason it's something about the thigh booty that gives me the control. Like I control how long this is gonna last. And so and so that's the joy of the side booty. Like I'm controlling this is about to be 3 minutes tops. Like,
Wow.
Okay, maybe a little bit more than 3 minutes.
I'm about to say because you killing me
No,
out
I'm
here.
trying to, but I'm
No,
just
it's I
being
I
like
understand.
very clear at why side booty is so important for
Yo, she
women
ain't.
and
We
men.
didn't. She didn't lie when she said season three hitting you with the bomb. Like talking about the side booty.
Okay,
Anyway,
so there it is. That's the nitty gritty.
it is the nitty gritty. So I'll go to the scripture. Right, the
Okay.
scripture says
Yes.
that marriage is honorable amongst all, and the
Hmm.
bed undefiled. Whatever you decide to do in your bedroom, it ain't no problem. God is pleased with it. And I think sometimes you mentioned like when you go throughout your whole day working, taking care of the kids, family stuff,
Hmm.
things can cloud that connection with your husband or with your wife, where it's like
Mm.
that connection is not as strong. So you go through, when I say it like that, I mean
Yeah,
like
please
you go
elaborate.
through 8 hours of the day, or maybe 16. Let's just say 12, right? 6 to 6.
Okay.
You go through all of that time not connecting with your spouse, text, love notes, something special where you're building that anticipation for when nighttime comes. It's like, oh, okay, I'm ready.
But I don't feel like that's us because that's not the truth for us. Our truth is we're connecting all day. Like we're constantly in contact. We're texting each other. We're calling each other. We're like, I don't feel like we have that issue.
I mean, like if that's not when I say that, it's not at the forefront. Like we can be talking and texting all day,
You
but
mean sex talk?
yeah,
Oh, okay. Not just like
because
basic checking, like,
yeah,
what up, how you doing?
like prepping you, or
Okay.
you prepping me,
No,
like
there's not a lot of prepping
yeah,
happening.
like when you go, thanks, Shireal. When you go into surgery, the doctor will be like, don't drink water
Right, right.
like the day before. Like
Okay.
he's prepping your body. Like so, I think even for us, like more prepping, I can definitely do more prepping.
I will admit I'm guilty of not a great prepper. Like I'm not good at sending sexy text messages. And like when you do, I will admit,
I feel
when
validated.
yes, you should. Because when
I
you do,
love
I'd
you.
be like, oh my God. Like I'm super conservative, believe it or not. I am very, very conservative. And I I have to push myself to get out of the comfort zone to do stuff like that. So but Henry, he'll send me
I
interesting messages and stuff, and
NSFW, not safe for work
not safe for work
messages.
messages. And I'll look at it and I'll like giggle like a kid, like, and then I'll respond like LOL. Like I'm not responding
She
back on
won't
his same
respond LOL.
energy. I'm not.
She'll respond like, Henry, don't forget to pick up the kids today, or like, we gotta go to the grocery store after work.
Okay, that's okay. Maybe sometimes, but I
Okay.
most of the time will laugh or send like a "you're so silly" or
But that's not silly to me. That is,
I know it's not to you, but for me, it's like, okay, like what you want me to do? What you want me to do with that? Then another thing is, I'm usually in a meeting. Like for my job, there's like some days I'm in back to back meetings. So if I see a text pop up from Henry, I'm gonna grab my phone and look at it to make sure nothing's like an emergency. And if it's a sex text, I'm like, and I'll just put the phone down and kind of like roll my eyes because I can't go there right now, you know. So I'm not gonna be like talking about work and then texting something. I can't. My brain won't even do both. So, and I'm sure there are other women who are way better at this than I am. So if you're out there and you hear this, please help a sister out because I do want to be better at it. I'm not. It's not like I'm proud and I'm like that's who I am and that's it. I do want to
go ahead. You do want
I
to what?
do want to be better at being a part of the sexy transition talk or whatever throughout your day.
Just the not sexy transition, but
I don't know.
the
Okay,
preparation.
the preparation.
Yeah.
You're part of that.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad she wants to be a part of that.
Okay.
No, this is a good thing. This is normally we have like a pre discussion about our topics, but we didn't have one
No, we
on this, and so So you get like real
Raw.
emotions, raw feelings, raw
Okay,
facial
you
expressions.
shouldn't be saying raw.
Pause. But y'all know what I mean. Ooh, I told you I
Anywho,
needed some
um,
tissue, a towel, or something.
so this whole thing though, is it becoming a chore? It can be.
Hmm.
It can definitely be chore. So I think for us, like we try to do things that like make it not feel like a chore. So one of the things that Henry and I implemented last year was one day a week where we knew it's going down today. Like like we made sure we picked a day
Hmm.
and we knew like
Yeah.
that day was happening. So honestly, that helped me because in my mind I already knew like keep yourself together. Like don't be feeling
Hmm.
sleepy at 8:30, because you need to be prepared for it to go down. And the great thing about when we have our set aside time that we know that's going to happen is and mentally I'm prepping myself all day. And we usually do something special and to add to that.
Hmm.
I'm trying to be very conservative with this conversation.
Very conservative.
But so in my mind all day long, like I know like don't go sit on the couch after dinner and turn on the TV, or like
Friends. That's a show.
okay, we don't have to say what my show is, but you know what I'm saying, like in my mind I know like don't go get comfortable, don't wrap your hair up, don't
Hmm.
like
You
after
know,
get these kids in the bed, clean up, get it popping, like
yeah.
that's
I read somewhere a statistic like married couples who plan sex want to have sex. Like people who plan it, like
mm,
it's not because they
right,
can't do it, like because they want to do it.
right, and that's true because if you we found if it's not planned it can go more time than it needs to where we're just not. And I'm gonna again I feel like I'm the bad one here because I'm like admitting all these things about myself, but I would admit like
It's all good.
the other thing is for me like it's not like I don't want to touch Henry or I don't want to be close to him. Like we'll be on the couch watching a movie and I'm good, like we're like somehow touching, like legs are touching or we're just cuddled or in the same space. Like for me that's intimacy. Like we don't necessarily have to be like jumping in hay. You know what I mean? So
But fellas, you know when Netflix and chill happen, you want more to chill than Netflix, right? I
okay.
mean, cause I do. Like
Yeah, I'll be good with the Netflix.
I'm cool with cuddling, but like I can't resist too much. I be wanna
Please. See what I mean?
jump up
Like,
on this
see,
guy.
I'm like,
I'm just saying, like
I
you
mean,
know,
I
you
guess
know,
that
you
was supposed to be attractive.
you know what I'm saying. I ain't got to go into detail. You know. But I'm sorry. Finish your thought.
No, I get it. So you want more chill than Netflix. And I get
I
that.
think every man and every married man wants more chill and more Netflix, right?
Okay.
Um, it's just an innate desire of us. And then like if you coming downstairs and you looking, like you be looking, I'm like, hey, good looking, you know. Um, I'm a digress. I'm a digress.
Okay. No, so this is good though. This is good. And I'm happy we're having this conversation. Not that I didn't know these things,
Mhm.
but it's just, I think the what we really need to dive into though is like let's figure out how to not make it a chore for me. Like, what I mean? How do we make it more so that it's more less of a it's more exciting,
Well,
especially in this place in our life where we have toddler. Well, they're 4 and 5, so they're like coming out of the toddler phase, but they're young kids, so
yeah.
we're busy with them, and we both work long days. Then we're doing this, this is work, we're constantly moving. So what do we do to like the takedown make that more exciting?
I think plan it more. Like
Okay.
when I say plan it, more plan to be spontaneous.
Okay. Plan to be spontaneous.
Like you can plan it, right? Without me knowing. And that can be a spontaneous moment. You see what I'm
Mm.
saying? Or vice versa.
So one of us would be being spontaneous, and the
Either
other
one,
one
just
would
at different
be
times.
planning.
Like you love vacation, right? Because I do.
So, but that's a different thing. Like when
No,
we're
no,
on
no.
vacation, though,
But
it's
no,
like
no, no. But listen, look. In the same
it
concept.
don't feel like a chore. It feels like it's
No,
supposed to happen, like
no,
on
no, no.
vacation.
I get what you're saying, but I mean the concept of going on vacation. Everybody wants to go on vacation, and you got to plan to have a good vacation. So it's like you plan it to know you're gonna have a good
So you're
time
saying we need to do more planning because you said spontaneous,
and planning. Well, we already planned.
spontaneously plan.
It sounds weird. I
Yeah,
sound
it
like I'm
does
double
because I'm
backing,
like it's
but
all right. I'm trying to just process it so it
I
makes
was trying to make a
sense for
point and
me.
I lost myself. Sorry, y'all.
All right, so I want to do more planning to.
Well, you know what? You tell me what you desire. We got to
I,
do it on camera here, but like,
okay, yeah, yeah,
you know, in a different setting, that would give you the urge or desire to want it more.
yeah. Okay.
Because I can just be like pitching like a fork in a stack full of hay and not know. You know what I mean? Just like, oh, I found out this or I found out that.
Right. Okay. I think
Because you
that's.
got to think like in the beginning of our marriage, our relationship, dating, like,
I mean, come on, that's not fair.
no, no, no. I'm saying like
I
never.
know. We literally like can't even compare because there's so many things that are different
Nah,
now. You know what I mean?
that's
Like,
true.
I mean, age being a factor. We were in our 20s. We're not in our 20s anymore. And children being another
Hmm.
factor. And for me as a woman, I'm gonna put this out there, and other ladies, let me know if this is you too. Wait, like my sexy don't feel sexy all the time,
Mm.
so that's another factor. Like when you met me, I thought I was the sexiest thing on the planet, so
You still are.
thank
You
you,
ain't nothing
but I have
changed.
to feel that about me, and it's like it's a different energy when you feel that about yourself.
Hmm.
And I felt that about myself when we met. So
Okay.
I was giving that off
That
to you.
vibe.
I was
I got
giving
you.
you that
I got you. Yeah.
come get me or
Yeah,
let me
yeah,
come
yeah.
get you, because I felt like that, I was oozing it. Now I'm not oozing it. It's like bottled up somewhere, and I have to, like, when I know it's time, I have to pull it out, and I have to, like, talk myself into the fact that you're
Mm.
sexy, you're beautiful, you're this. Like, don't worry about this and this and this and this right here and that right there and that, and oh, tuck that. It's okay if it come out. Like literally, for me, and I'm sure there are other women who deal with it. That's another thing too. And then I don't bend the way I used to bend. So some of those positions that used to be exciting are more like, oh,
like
chill, bro,
like
that
like a
hurt, or
chore.
a chore. Like trying to get it and stay there long enough to where it feels it's like a lot now.
Wow.
Oh God,
What you all got it for?
because this
You didn't
is.
you don't want to say that much. It's all good. It's all good.
So we're working on it, y'all. We're
Yeah.
working on.
No marriage is perfect, and if they tell you it is, they're lying. That's why we call this podcast Marriage Unmastered, because you will never master these things. You just learn how to work through it and get better.
That's true. I mean,
Cause you find alternate ways now to do stuff.
no, and I feel like we have
Mm-hmm.
successfully found some very interesting ways to feel
Oh yeah.
sexy, at least for me.
Me too.
And
Exploring the different
mhm,
avenues.
right,
We talking without talking, so if you see our expressions, y'all know what's up.
yeah, you know what's up. Anyways, I feel like this has been a lot. Um,
It
but
has.
I'm really hoping, I love when we get feedback. So I'm really hoping that we get feedback on this one because I for sure need some advice, ladies. If you have advice on ways to help a sister out, please send it my way. Because I want to be a better wife for sure.
And I want to be a better husband.
How to take with just I don't even know how to take that. Anyways, y'all, this has been
Oh
interesting.
yeah, real fun. This
Um,
season three, we coming out with some bangers.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right, babe. Trust me, we helping somebody.
Okay. So yes, make sure you check us out on Friday on Instagram Live. This when we do live Friday, we dig a little deeper into the topics. I'm a little nervous to dig deeper into this one. But make sure you check it out. If you have an idea for a topic, please email us at marriageunmastered@gmail.com. We
Mm-hmm.
want to hear from you. If you don't want to leave your comment on Instagram or on social media, you can also leave your comments there and we will get back to you. We love to hear from you.
Oh yeah,
So that's
we're
it,
here.
y'all.
Thanks for listening, y'all.
Thanks for listening. And I guess we will check in with y'all next week on Marriage Unmastered.
Peace.
Bye.